Greetings, people. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been wondering where I have been, and I always say this every time, and I have not been feeling Rec Room. I have not been feeling like making YouTube videos. I've not been enjoying it. I'm going to be honest, and I know there's a lot I'm going to get out right now, and there's so much to catch up on. I want to talk about so many things. I want to talk about the new things that they're going to be adding with paintball. I want to talk about the 50% layoff that happened recently that I didn't really speak on. And there's a lot of things I feel like I need to talk about. It's an interesting situation and direction and change of direction that Rec Room is kind of going towards. So first, I just want to say, when I kind of stopped making YouTube videos, it wasn't really like, first off, I didn't say like I officially quit or anything, and I don't want to quit, but I was not feeling Rec Room at all. I've never felt so disconnected from Rec Room. I don't know. I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel like that as well. But finally, after they've had to do a 50% layoff, they finally address, we have not been listening to you guys. We're going to go start focusing on things that you guys want, which is adding things to the Rec Room Originals and actually creating some game retention. I was talking to someone who, by the way, doesn't work for Rec Room anymore, but this person was telling me how Rec Room is literally only focusing on UGC and AI. That's not the game I fell in love with. I could literally do what everyone else is doing, hop onto some other platform, some other game that's popping off. Animal Company is going off. Gorilla Tag has always been popping off, but I've never transitioned because I just know I don't enjoy that kind of gameplay, and I'm not gonna burn myself out making content on a game that I just don't enjoy, which is kind of like why I stopped making content on Rec Room. And I'm not saying that anybody else that has done that, like, no disrespect to them. Business is business. Some people are all about, grinding content, and if they can't grind content on here, they got to move somewhere else. It's understandable. It makes total sense. But the fact is, so many big creators, like high caliber creators, are no longer making Rec Room videos. I understand that Rec Room, after the 50% layoff, they want to start listening to us, but I'm not trying to say it's a little too late. But why would a lot of these people that are now 3 times bigger and making way more money on other platforms and other games, what reason would they have to come back to Rec Room? Rec Room watched all their high caliber creators leave and did absolutely nothing. I'm not saying that we should go and bash Rec Room. Of course not. I love this game. I wouldn't just bash the game and the creators for absolutely no reason, but sometimes negative opinions, they matter. If I have a negative opinion towards something, I'm going to share that. I've always been straightforward with you guys, my audience, and just, we have the right to say how we feel about the game. And if I think it's completely garbage right now, then it is. But I'm not going to, I don't think it's completely garbage right now. I actually like where it's going. I'm just trying to say adding a couple of things to paintball is the right direction, but it's not the only thing. Like, I'm hoping they can continue, because let's think about it from a business perspective, okay? Rec Room has a business model. What makes them special and unique, and what drew in a lot of the original community with the help of COVID and quarantine and everything, but what drew people in was the Rec Room Originals. That's their business model. Roblox is not about originals. They don't have any Roblox originals. VR Chat is not about games and activities, but Rec Room has their Rec Room Originals. And then once they started straying away, there's no wonder why the retention started to die, because they stopped focusing on game retention and they started focusing on money. Why did we get full body and never get any full body tracking added to it? I thought the whole point was to help create the experience and immersion. It was just to add more cosmetics and more things for people to buy. Like, I was really actually one of the only people excited about full body, and then they never added tracking. What was the point of full body in VR without tracking? Like, I want to also share, like, I do really enjoy what they added to paintball, and I honestly kind of believe that it was like targeted to me a little bit, because I'm the paintball guy and the sniper guy out of the, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know I have the sniper, the golden sniper or whatever, and sniping specifically is all I ever do, and they added a sniper only like modifier, and I could be completely wrong, but I absolutely love what they did with modded Mondays on paintball. I made a video a long time ago talking about how Rec Room needs to add something to keep the game like spontaneous, something spicy, something just to like always throw off the players so they never know what's next. Keep it unpredictable. Even switching out the weapons in each game, something something along those lines where you never know what's going to happen. And this is exactly what I was talking about. These modded monies are a beautiful idea. I would have never thought of it, but I love the idea. Do I think 300 tokens is a little pricey? Yeah, I have a lot of tokens, but even I don't enjoy clicking on the purchase button every time I want to add a modifier to the game, because half the time other people do not enjoy snipers as much as I do. They leave. I ended up paying for $300, not dollars, but tokens for a game that has 4 people in it because everyone left. And like, there's got to be a better system. Maybe making it cheaper, or maybe earning the ability to use a modifier instead of using your actual tokens. Like maybe if you play a few games, you get one modifier and you can use it on whichever you want. Like, you're getting in the right direction, but again, it's just, why is it got to be about tokens? I love the idea. The concept is there. We're getting there, but it's still just about tokens. Let's make it about the gameplay and let's just only focus on that. Like, I want to love this game. I want to carry content every week again. I want to get back to where I was. Why do you think a Gorilla Tag has so many views circulating it? Because people always have something to be updated about. There's always something new, refreshing, some updates, some gameplay changes all the time. Rec Room has none of that. All they've been updating is cosmetics, AI. That's not content worthy stuff for creators and YouTubers and stuff. I'm really hoping this direction, they keep heading down this direction and still lean a little bit away from the tokens. Like, if they keep adding more things, but there's just always going to be a paywall behind it, then what's the point? What's the point of heading that direction? We're still focusing on money here. Like, I'm not saying to stop focusing on the creator community. That is just as important. But at the same time, we shouldn't only focus on that. And by the way, I do want to just quickly like shout out all those hardworking employees that were behind this game that I really loved, that put in so much effort, that made this game really fun, that made this game a great experience, whose voices never got to matter. And I'm pretty sure there's so many things that the Rec Room team wanted to add, but it was always put down by, all these investors saying, no, we're giving you the money, we'll tell you what we want in the game, which makes no sense to me, because these investors, yeah, they're giving you guys a lot of money, but they shouldn't have the final say, because they are not the gamers, they are not the developers, they are not the people that play the game, that enjoy the game. And that's the problem here. All this AI stuff is just to try to look pretty to more other investors and get more money, but that's not how a business runs. A business doesn't run off of getting more investment money. It runs off of the retention and the players actually wanting to spend money. My right hand just died, which is actually okay, because I was getting to the end of everything I wanted to say. I really like the direction the Rec Room is going here. I'm loving that they finally added to paintball, but if they kind of keep going like this with laser tag, dodgeball, all these other originals, adding stuff like this, I really do see things actually changing and me actually wanting to play the game a little bit more. And which by the way, there's 3 modifiers. I probably should explain this. Very unprofessional of me. There's 3 modifiers. One of them apparently lets you move really fast while you're crouching. Another one lets you jump really high. And another one makes it so it's snipers only. Anyways, very, very cool modifiers. I think the crawling one is a little bit weird. They could have added something way more interesting. Hopefully they change it up and there's some other things that they add. But that's basically it. You pay for a modifier, whichever one you want for the round, and it only lasts for that round. And it's kind of expensive. I love it though, but it's really fun. I've really been enjoying that. I've been actually wanting to play paintball, but only on Mondays. But anyways, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. My hand is not here anymore, but have a good day. Thank you. See you. Bye.